My name is Yuto Tanaka. I'm an ordinary high school student who spends my days working part-time. But recently, things have changed. Yuto, I'm getting remarried. So my dad introduced his new wife to me. No, that in itself is fine. My dad raised me by himself since my mom passed away. If my father had found someone he wanted to marry, I would have given him my blessing. But the problem is that the person he wants to marry brought her daughter. You're 1 year older than Setsuna-chan. As a big brother, you've got to take care of her. Yes, my dad's new wife has a stepdaughter. And I knew about her before he introduced her to me. Isn't Setsuna-chan one of the gangs? Setsuna Akasaki. She is a famous gang in our hometown. She never loses a fight. She has the guts not to be intimidated by grown men. An ordinary citizen like me, if we pass each other, we keep our faces down and get out of the way so as to not be spotted. I can't believe she's going to be my sister-in-law.
Hey!
The night my father introduced us, she grabbed me by the collar when we were alone.
If you try to act like my brother outside, I'll beat you up.
Oh. Okay. I can't help but nod in seconds. I'm a miserable brother. No, because she's so scary. Just a glare from her is enough to make me sit up. Setsuna then looks at me like I'm a piece of trash and laughs through her nose. And then she lets me go. I'm totally rated, Dad. I can't be a brother. And so, a few days passed. That girl, she's home late. That day, Setsuna didn't come home at night. My parents say she's probably staying at her friend's house. But they haven't heard from her. By the way, she said she was going touring in the mountains. She was in a good mood this morning, she told me. Well, while looking down on me, while being a punk, I know she takes good care of her motorcycle. She even comes home once to drop it off, even if she's staying at her friend's house. I'm going to the convenience store. I ran out of the house without even waiting for my parents to answer. Riding up the mountain road at night on my favorite old bicycle. A few minutes later, when my thighs are screaming, there she is!
What?
I found Setsuna sitting, with her motorcycle propped up on the side of the road.
What are you doing?
I knew you didn't stay at your friend's house. I can't say I'm happy about the situation, but the worst is averted. Apparently, Setsuna's motorcycle had broken down and she was stranded. I checked my cell phone and found it was out of range, which explains why I couldn't contact her. Somehow I just had a hunch.
Somehow, you're disgusting.
That's a terrible thing to say. I mean, were you planning to spend the night here?
Because I can't leave my motorcycle here.
Well, you took good care of it. Okay, let your brother take care of this.
What? Don't call yourself brother.
I told you I had a hunch. I brought my toolbox just in case.
No way. You're too prepared. I mean, I can't let an amateur fix my motorcycle.
Well, you'll just have to wait and see. You can't help yourself anyway. Oh, I see. So this is where the problem started. Well then, use this.
Eh? You look professional.
I'm studying to get a motorcycle someday.
Oh, really?
But I haven't been able to save up enough money to get one, so I'm not sure when I'll be able to get one. But I'm so paranoid that I've already collected all the tools and stuff. So I'm honestly jealous of you, that you have such a cool motorcycle.
What? You know?
Of course I do!
Oh, I fell in love with it too. Then, my senior offered to sell it to me at a discount. I just spent all my savings and bought it.
My sister's eyes were sparkling and she was talking so fast. I could tell that she really loves motorcycles. Over the next few minutes, the first aid kit worked just as I had predicted. Her motorcycle came back to life.
Wow, it's fixed! That's great!
Well, it should be able to run for a bit. Of course, you should get it looked at by an expert. So that's it. Let's get out of here.
Uh-huh. Thanks.
Oh, don't worry about it. It was the first time I got to be a brother to her. Well, I got to touch the motorcycle I've always been curious about too. I went down the mountain with Setsuna, feeling a strange sense of accomplishment. A few days passed after that. After that incident, Setsuna's attitude towards me changed completely.
Ah, Yuto! I finally found you!
Setsuna actively approached me at home and at school. Most of the time, the topic of conversation is about motorcycles. Where she rode, what parts she wants to buy. I was also interested in the topic, so we had a lot of fun. What? Is he talking to Setsuna-san? Why is that guy, who's an introverted guy, talking to her? I was often surprised by people around me, but Setsuna didn't seem to mind at all. I'm more worried about her. Then she would sometimes get angry at me, telling me to concentrate on the conversation. She seems to be enjoying herself, so I guess it's alright. Hey, did you see her? How happy she is. Oh, she's talking about her motorcycle. I can't believe she's so attached to it. When we asked her if she wanted to play with us, she had a big attitude. I was looking forward to giving her a good beating, but now I've got just the thing for it. One of us call her up, and while she's at it, go get her motorcycle. I can't wait to see the look of despair on her face. After school that day, I was called by Setsuna to the school's bike parking lot. She was offering me a ride on the back of her motorcycle today. Well, the person who called me is late. When I was waiting for Setsuna at the parking lot, who says she suddenly has some lame business to attend to. No, this is it. This is it. Let's get this over with. Well, let's just take a shot at... What are you doing? Jeez. There was a guy who was obviously trying to slam the bat down on Setsuna's motorcycle. I unintentionally tackled him as hard as I could. What are you doing? That's my line. You were obviously just about to break this motorcycle. Look who it is, a motorcycle nerd. You scared me. The delinquent guy stands up, glaring at me. The brakes are completely shattered. Hey, why are you doing this? Why? It's obvious. It's revenge for that bitch. The delinquent guy picks up the bat again. I'm scared. But if I run away, the bat will go to the motorcycle. Damn! I won't let you do it! I'm standing in their way. The delinquent guy smirked and swung the bat at me without hesitation. Ah! I've never been in a fight before. The pain was too much for me. That's because you get carried away. After you learn from this, don't bother me again. The delinquent guy, not taking any offense at all, kicks me in the side and moves me out of the way. Then he swung his bat, trying to break the motorcycle again. This is scary. I was totally intimidated by the blow I just got. The shoulder where I was hit is getting more and more painful. I can't just go in there with all my might like I did before. But I see Setsuna's face in my mind. Setsuna was talking happily about the motorcycle. If it was destroyed, she will be very sad, just as this guy planned. When I thought about it, my body moved on its own. No, don't! What? You're still resisting? You're being annoying. The delinquent guy slammed the bat down on me over and over again. But I never left him. I'm her brother, so I'll protect it. Are you trying to be cool? Then I'll show you no mercy. The delinquent guy raised his bat as high as he could. Then...
You bastard! What are you doing? What are you doing here?
I had a guard posted in front of the parking lot.
Of course, I beat them. So, you're ready for this, aren't you? You trampled on something so important. I'll never forgive you!
From there, it was overwhelming. The delinquent guy had a weapon, but Setsuna beats him without fear. And after only one hit, the delinquent guy left with a sigh.
Damn. Yuto, are you okay?
I don't think I'm okay. I'm so pathetic. I got rescued after all. But I saved your motorcycle. So that's a big win for me.
My motorcycle isn't the only thing that's important to me.
What?
You idiot. What do you think would have happened if I had been a little late? Please don't ever do this to me again. If you think it's dangerous, just run away.
I'm sorry.
But thanks for protecting my motorcycle. I was really happy about Yuto's feelings.
Then I ended up in the hospital. I never thought that the first hospitalization in my life would turn out like this. Setsuna came to visit me every day, as if she was guilty of something. She rode her motorcycle and brought me stories about her road trip and other souvenirs every day. I really enjoyed spending time with Setsuna. At first I wondered how things would turn out, but I was happy that we were going to be a good brother and sister. And then, the day I was discharged from the hospital...
Now you are finally out of the hospital! Then, to celebrate your release from the hospital, I'll give you a ride in my bag today.
Oh, really?
Yuto protected this motorcycle. I'm sure she'll be very happy. I'm going to drive fast, so hold on tight, okay?
Hold on tight. This much?
More! More like you are not going to let me go no matter what!
That much? I didn't know how much to take, so I hugged her as hard as I could as she asked. To be honest, I thought she'd be mad at me.
Yeah, okay. Well, I'm going.
Setsuna didn't point out anything and started to ride her motorcycle. I'm sorry, are you sure? I feel like we're really attached to each other. How could I be concerned about such a thing? But that concern was soon blown away. Hey! You're fast!
Yuto! Don't ever let go! All's away! All's away!
Setsuna's motorcycle was so fast that I just had to hold on. Setsuna seems to be having a lot of fun, so that's a relief. I have a feeling that I'll be dragged around like this for a long time to come.